Hello, my name is Csjuanpablo. Um, this is the screencast for Criterion D of my computer science internal assessment. So here's the code that I used in order to run the program. This is what I wrote. I decided to run the program here in Xcode for the purposes of this demonstration, just so that we could sometimes compare the code to the program and see what was happening sometimes. It was also faster to run this way. The first success criteria that I wrote was that the program would start reliably. As we can see here, it starts reliably. It starts every time and it does not suffer from crashes. Here is the title, and this is the main menu that we're greeted with. So the title is Cooking Pal. We're greeted with 4 options. First, the quantity calculator, the unit conversion, notes option, and the end option. So as we can see, the main menu works correctly, and the input option takes you to its corresponding option in the menu. So here, for example, also notes, and it takes to the note option. So the main menu, as we can see, works correctly. Next is the I stated that the program should end with any number when any number is input that is not 1, 2, or 3. As we can see, that criteria was also met since it ends with a 4 that's set in the menu. It also ends with any other number that's not 1, 2, or 3. Next, I'll showcase how the quantity calculator works. We'll go to that option, and here we're greeted with a message, and we input the option that we'd like to calculate, either teaspoon, tablespoons, or cups. Start with tablespoons, and here it says tablespoons because that's the option that we chose. If the original amount of tablespoon the recipe requires, for example, is 6, you can put 6, and we'd like to make the recipe, for example, 4 times. It says that we need 24 tablespoons. Now that was a pretty easy example since it was just a simple multiplication with whole numbers, but it can also multiply decimals, which would be harder. So for example, if it needs 4.3 cups, then we'd input that, and we'd like to make the recipe 35.4 times. So we would have a lot of people. We would need 152.22 cups to make the recipe. So yeah, that's showing how that option works. Next, we'll take a look at the unit conversion. We'll just go to that option in the menu, and here we can see that we can convert from tablespoons to teaspoons, from cups to ounces, and vice versa. We'll start with tablespoons to teaspoons. Let's say we want to convert 4 tablespoons to teaspoons. 4 tablespoons would be equal to 12 teaspoons. Again, this option also works with decimals, so we want to convert teaspoons now. We'd say 37.5 are equal to 12.5 tablespoons. And again, it also works with ounces to cups and cups to ounces. So for, let's say, 32 would be equal to 4 cups. So yeah, that's just showing how that option runs. And finally, the last option in the menu would be the notes option. I'll just open it up. Here we have three more options, which is add new notes, read notes, and end. Here we cannot read any notes since no notes are currently in the text file new note. That's what I called it. We're going to start by adding a new note just to show that it works. We're going to write turn off stove. Now that note has been saved. We'll continue to read it, and as we can see, turn off stove. And we can also choose to end the program. It'll end. And once we run it again, we can see that the note is still saved here, and we can still use it for posteriority without the need, or without the fear of it being deleted. Now, some things that could be extended, the code, could be that it could use a user interface that would make the program easier to use with clicking instead of having to type everything. Here in the quantity calculator, we could have more measurements to calculate, as well as the unit conversion. This way, well, there would be more options, and also something else to consider would be to use fractions in the program. So, for example, we'd like to convert, I don't know, tablespoons to teaspoons, but we'd like to convert 3.5. Right now, this does not currently work since the program is not compatible with fractions, but that would be a simple way to make to extend the program. Finally, in the notes section, there could be some way to save recipes. So, for example, if the client would like to add recipes, there could be a database or something similar in order to add recipes and read them or delete them. So that would be another way to extend the program. Thank you.